vantaggio! Sciacquatevi la bocca! Leonardo Bonucci, la Juve in gol!
Hello, Aman. I'm reading you. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I'm laughing because I was thinking that my microphone was off. It was not off, so you were able to hear what I was doing. Ciao to the guy, ciao to Aman, ciao to Up, ciao Mike, ciao Thomas, YU, Kebab is there, Elia, Massimo Lesti, who is there as well with immediately a hot take about Dybala. Yesterday we spoke so much about Dybala, I made a video about Dybala. Today we will probably also speak a bit about Dybala because of the article in Tuttosport, but I want to focus on Villarreal versus Juventus and especially also about the press conference where Massimiliano Allegri, our coach, he said something really important. He was pissed off with Corriere dello Sport, speaking really bad about Vlahovic because he didn't play well, because he didn't score, and there was a front page, a guy that was not used to it. I want to come back on that episode. Then a lot of other things happened today that we have to discuss step by step, and of course it's an interactive video, so I'm not here just to talk alone and not reading what you are saying, because you are most of the time influencing what direction we are going. You are putting the tempo. Are we going for a fun life, a really serious life? What do you want to do? We have to do that. We have to speak also about Napoli, another team that doesn't want to win the Scudetto. Nobody wants to win it, so give it to Juventus and we will be happy. But it's true that also Juventus, they don't want it, because we did 1-1 versus Torino. We will have to speak about Locatelli Manuel, because a lot of people were angry today because I wrote that he was tired. Some people, they don't want people to be tired. You don't have the right to be tired anymore. It is what it is. Guys, I hope you are doing well. Ciao to Andrew. Ciao to George Chenu that he has to study because he has an exam tomorrow. So best wishes to my friend George Ehrenmann. Shenuda from Oostenrijk. He's coming from Austria. I always am tending to say Australia. Austria is not Australia. Of course, ciao Anthony Schifano and my great friend Aiki. Ciao my friend, ciao my friend. So let's start. What do we start with today? Ciao Radovan. Today I was reading a lot of your messages under the video. The video did really well. A lot of people told me, Beppe, great video today. I don't know what I did differently, because you know I'm not the one that makes the news. The news are written, I report them. It's true that it was a longer video, about 15 minutes. And I saw that a lot of people were also interested to watch it really long. But did I do something different? I don't know. Ciao Wasi, Vito, Big Fuk is there. Pavel, Anthony Sclifano, I'm doing well. Sto benissimo. I'm doing really well. Ciao Paul, and Matt is there as well. Alex, everyone is in the chat. So what do we start with? Villarreal Juve. That's an important one. I will just read you something, a breaking news that just arrived in our Telegram group led by our friend Mo El Shahali. So the breaking news that just arrived in the evening, except of the probable lineup, but we will speak about football in a second, is that you remember that Plusvalenza case, the case about the profit about some players where Juventus was the first team that everyone was accusing. They were putting us in the front of the pages. Every single page was speaking about Juventus. We are guilty. We will go in second division. You remember all that case? And then it started to melt and to fade away. Why did it start to fade away? From the moment that other teams were also investigated. I'm not saying involved, but investigated. First, there were some minor team, so Juventus was still there on the pages, and from the moment Inter was linked, from that moment nobody was speaking about it anymore. Nobody. Until today, where Juventus, with an official communication on their site, they said that they received finally the green light, that actually now all the investigation has been done, so they will receive all the documents. That doesn't mean that the case is closed. No, it doesn't mean that the case is closed. It means that from now on the investigations are over, and Juventus plus 10 other teams of Serie A, so it's not only Juventus of course, plus 10 other teams, they will receive the document so that they can start reading what has been written, and they can start defending themselves. Juventus also said, we are really confident to prove that everything we did was correct. So that's the first news I wanted to tell you. It's written in our Telegram group, of course, but it's also reported here so that you know the difference between investigations are closed and the case is closed, because from tomorrow a lot of people that doesn't speak Italian, they will start speaking about things, and they will probably transform a bit the reality, or especially the other people that are anti-Juve, they will start changing a bit the reality, and that's not correct. That's absolutely not correct. So what do we start with, Locatelli or Vlahovic, guys? What do you want to know? Locatelli, him being tired and possibly not starting tomorrow, or do you want to go with the words of Massimiliano Allegri that I translated today about Vlahovic, because he spoke a lot about him, and as you saw in the thumbnail, it's written, we need to protect him. We need to protect him. So we have to speak about that, guys. Let me go and try to find the news so that I can read it. Always against us, but we will have to speak about that. But we also will come back on the words of Mourinho that I spoke a bit in the video today, but I have to come back on Mourinho's word that were absolutely disgusting and absolutely not normal. Absolutely not normal at all. We have to speak about a Rabiot that was about to be injured as well. What a disaster. What a disaster. So let me read what you want to start with. Beppe, do you know Efteling in the Netherlands? Yeah, I was there, I believe 2 years ago. My wife find it amazing. My son as well. I found it really boring. I didn't like Efteling. Too much green and grass and park, and from the moment that you go from one attraction to another, it's an amusement park, you lost the half of your day. That's what I believed in it. It is what it is, guys. So what are you wanted to start with? Dusan, Allegri's word, Vlahovic, Mourinho. Talk about Mourinho first. Mourinho is losing his reality. Massimiliano Allegri. What is the coach saying? Today he's dressed casually. You see it. We should speak about my press conference and black magic. The black magic that is putting on all the teams of Serie A to not win any game. Ciao Rob. Ciao Rob. So if we start speaking in a few words, of course, about Mourinho, we can go there and then we go to Allegri and Vlahovic. What happened with Mourinho? Mourinho, he was pissed off because of something in the game. You know that Mourinho is an extrovert people, someone that trained Inter for long. He was there after Juventus was put in Serie B. He won the treble with Inter without real competitors. He did his best in what he had to do. It was not his fault, of course, that they were not real competitors, but it's the holy grail of Inter supporters. They love him a lot. This season, he went to Roma. I was saying that Roma would have finished in top 4. At the moment, I am wrong, because Roma is doing a disaster job. Mourinho spoke really bad about his own team in the beginning, saying that he didn't have the players. Remember when he lost 6-1 versus Bodø/Glimt, I don't know, a team from Norway. Disaster. But what happened, Mourinho has always been against Juve. You remember at Inter when he was doing the signs of the, like this, you know, the le manette of the prison, because he couldn't do anything against Juve. That's one thing. Then he also provoked us when he was training other teams, like what was the team he was training? I don't remember. In UK, was it Chelsea? I don't remember. Or other teams where he was doing the tree from the treble to supporters. He did it as well when I was there in the stadium for Juve, Roma, and now suddenly he's playing versus Verona. He's doing 2-2 while they were losing 2-0. He went all crazy in his mind and he received a red card, and after that he said to the referee, Pairetto, he said that Juventus called him up to do that, the referee of that game. He was actually putting Juventus again in that story, saying it was because of Juventus. He made the sign of the phone. Why? Because in the time the father of the referee, so the father of the referee was kind of involved in the Calciopoli story of his name was there. And he was saying it's Juventus. So it's always Juventus. Some people are telling me, Beppe, why are you not supporting the Italian teams in Europe? This is why. Because whatever Juventus do or not, because we were not even involved in that game, Roma versus Verona, whatever we do, it's always because of Juve. Whatever they do, it's always because of Juve. Is there a scandal about plusvalenza profit? Then it's because of Juve. Juve front page, Juve will go in third division. They will be erased from the planet Earth and so on and so on. So disgusting again, really disgusting again. For me, these kind of things, I don't understand them, but it is what it is. So let's go now to Juve talk, real Juve talk, because the one of Mourinho is also Juve talk, but not really what we want to hear. Disgusting, guys, really disgusting. Yeah, it was with Manchester United, guys. Thank you. I don't remember. He's doing so much team, so I don't remember. It's true, I remember. So Morata spoke, then Allegri spoke, and then he said something really important about Vlahovic. Here, wait. Let me read. He said, "Oh, okay. So I don't agree." So the words of Allegri, translated by me, so it's not reported, because you know when the words are reported, most of the time they are done to actually fit Twitter with 240 characters. This one is really what he has said. So he said, "I don't agree about the comments of the media on the last two games of Juve. Juve did some big games. In 20 days we won. We went from maybe, potentially, we will reach the top 4 to maybe we will also win the Scudetto. We need a bit more balance." So that's the first thing that he said. Of course, he was telling all of us that enthusiasm is really great, but don't exaggerate. Probably if people are angry today and they start with Allegri out, with this player is finished, this one is bad, is because the expectations are wrong from supporters. From one game you are out of top 4, the other game you need to win the Scudetto. A lot of people were telling me also in Telegram or on Twitter or whatever, they were telling me, "Beppe, we regret because look at Napoli also doing 1-1. We could have won Scudetto." I always told you, don't expect Juventus to fight for the Scudetto. It is a roller coaster of emotion, a roller coaster of game. We don't have the balance, so pay attention to that. He continued, we are the same team of a few weeks ago with the addition of Dusan and Zakaria. Tomorrow will be the very first game of Dusan in Champions League. We can't expect him to solve everything. We need to support him. He's a great player with a lot of qualities. This is absolutely not in doubt, but I will need to protect him as I did with a lot of other players. When Vlahovic will have played 60 or 70 Champions League games, he will be a total different player. It's not only a matter of skills, but also a matter of pressure. The other day, he found himself with a full front page of Corriere dello Sport because he didn't score. It was the first time it happened to him. Some things like this I don't like. So these are the big words of Allegri. First, I will thank Keith. Thank you, Keith. Probably from UK. Because I see the sign there. Ciao Keith, let us know from what part of UK you are watching from. Hello Beppe, a petition to have the chant Ole Ole Juve Juve on the channel. What do you think? Love the channel, big fan for 1 year now. Is it this one that you want to hear? Ale 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 oh, ale 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 oh. Is it that one? Let me know if it's that one. If it's that one, I already have it. If it's another one, I need to check which one it is. But thank you for the donation. And if it's that one, you already won your petition really, really, really fast. If it's that one, I will play it again for you. Look at that. People from Serbia as well in the chat. So, what about the words of Allegri that are really important? Of course, he's exaggerating when he's saying 60 or 70 games of Champions League, he will be a total different player. Of course, he will be a different player, because if you do an average of, let's say, only the group stages, that means that 10 years. He will need 10 years. Let's say that everything goes well. Probably he will need 5, 6, 7 years of Champions League before reaching that. So, of course, he's exaggerating. But it's true that someone like Dusan Vlahovic that just celebrated 22, he will play his very first game in Champions League. He also arrived in a mid-table team as Juventus, because we were not fighting for the Scudetto and we were quite far away from the top 4. So he arrived there, he brought a lot of enthusiasm, he brought also a lot of solutions. He's a player that played 4 games with Juve. He scored in the first one, doing a fantastic game. He played really well versus Sassuolo, and he scored even if the goal was not given to him because of a deflection. Only Sportiello saved him versus Atalanta, and then he played really bad versus Torino. Guys, these things happens. These things happen. He's really young. He has a lot of pressure on him, and as he said, Allegri, I need to protect him, not changing the mentality of Dusan, not changing the way he plays, and so on. It's not that Allegri will transform Dusan, because he's a really great person. A few times ago in the press conference, Allegri said, you know, there are 3 big strikers in this world. It's Haaland, it's Mbappe, and it's Vlahovic from the new generation, the one that will have a really big career. So he's not putting Dusan Vlahovic in doubt. He's not putting him as a low player, but he's saying the truth. If you are putting so many pressure on one player, also Juventus with the big campaign that they did with the number 7, with selling shirts, putting him everywhere. You saw the difference between Vlahovic, that was bought for 75 millions, of course, and Zakaria. There is a big difference between both of them. I understand. I agree with that. Now pay attention to protect the players. That means that we have to take a bit of pressure from his shoulders. He's ready. Morata said it. He has the eyes of the tiger. He prepared that game with a lot of enthusiasm. But of course, tomorrow you play in front of the Spanish supporters. Not even in your home. You will hear that music. The champions. Of course, your legs will start to shake a bit. It makes totally sense. It makes totally sense. Grazie, Aiki. I don't know what you love, but I agree. I don't know what all the people are saying Inter merda. I don't know why you are writing that. We are not even speaking about Inter. Oh yeah, about Mourinho and Inter. These were the words of Allegri, and I agree. From New York. Look at what happened to Kulusevski. You have some players, you don't know how they react. You can judge a player from the field, how they are performing. Are they scoring goals? Are they dribbling? Are they tackling well? Are they running? Are they giving all their best on the field? And these kind of things, you can see it. You can clearly see it because you see on the pitch the performance that they are delivering. What you don't know is here, in the heads of the players. Why? Because you are not there. You don't know them. They never spoke to you. You never spoke to them. You don't know how they react. What is the true Dybala? What is the true Kulusevski? What is the true Szczesny? What are their emotions? We forget often that these players are human, like you, like me, with some emotions, that are reading some things. And some people, they have a nature that they don't want social media. They give it to a social media manager and they don't care. Other ones, they read the praises, they read the criticism, and they don't care. They focus only on the field and they say, whatever the people are saying, I don't care. That will not affect my performances. But then you have other players that are affected by it. Look at the Amazon Prime. All or nothing Juve. At the table you have Kulusevski, and I take Kulusevski as an example because he was talking with Miami, Serbia. A lot of people from Serbia lately, so he was talking with Bonucci, with Bernardeschi, with Chiesa. They were talking, and at a certain moment Bonucci said, Ed, the supporter were quite kind with you this time. And he said, no, I heard they were whistling me. Bonucci said, what should I say? What should I say about the whistles? And then you had Bernardeschi a bit more in the back of the table, he said, and what about me? And he was laughing about it. So you see some players are really affected by it. You saw Kulusevski that supporters were not believing him anymore, and that's exactly what he said. He said, I needed to have trust in me, I needed some new journey, I needed to believe in myself, and so on and so on. Ciao Mo el Tactico! Ciao Mo el Tactico! We were reading your Telegram post about the breaking news that I explained. So, non ultra bianco nero, that's the thing that Ike loved. Let's do it again. I love that. Guys, don't forget the likes, because we see if I don't ask it, 74 likes, that's not enough at all. At all. We have our friend Nicolotti from Switzerland, the same country as Zaccaria Dennis. Ciao Beppe, come stai? Sto benissimo. Grazie per la donazione. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Thank you. Today I'm in a training kit. Today I'm in training kit. I'm quite light. I'm ready to speak. So we spoke about Vlahovic. I agree. I agree. Don't exaggerate. Putting people on front pages, doing analyzing, criticizing players because they missed a pass. Then of course you are there. You have the right to criticize players. Of course you are loving the game. You care about your team, but be respectful. And media pay attention how they turn the things, how they are exaggerating. Vlahovic, he just arrived. He doesn't score for one game, big page, Vlahovic, disaster. This is not okay, because then we can actually hurt our players ourselves. What the media is doing, we can't control it because we are not working in the media. So I totally agree with Allegri. What about ourselves? What about the supporters? We can pay attention. I hear a lot of people speaking about Juve and they are exaggerating. They are writing, we are shit, we are that, we are over, we are finished. Oh, Juve supporters, saying how bad we are because we have a moment of difficulty. And it's true, we have a moment of difficulty. Do we have to exaggerate? I don't know. Don't be surprised if Vlahovic doesn't play tomorrow. Well, tomorrow. It's his first Champions League game and it might be overwhelming at times, but at the same time don't be surprised if he scores. He lives for these moments. I agree, Mike. I believe that tomorrow we'll see a really beautiful performance of Juve. Pay attention because Villarreal is also a good team in super form with a coach that is not giving any possibility to the opponent. So it's a team that knows how to play, and the coach there, he knows how to win in big important games. He won Europa League last season. He knows how to do it. It's not the first time that he wins an international trophy. So pay attention to Villarreal. So pay attention to there. But I believe that the guys, they want to and they are ready. So do you have other questions about Vlahovic, where I think that it's the same? I will just speak about Rabiot and then we go to the lineups and so on. Speaking about Rabiot, today I saw, because I was watching the training that was given for free on YouTube Live, the 21st minute, and at a certain moment a player from under 23, Stramaccioni, is running, doing a tackle, and he's taking the ankle of Rabiot on the ground. Everyone was laughing at the certain moment of the players because they don't understand how serious this was, and it's the moment, of course, you're laughing. But then I saw some people on internet, they were happy. They were celebrating. They said thank you to Stramaccioni. But I'm not speaking about Inter, Milan, Napoli fan. I'm speaking about Juve fan that don't like Rabiot, and they were celebrating. But how crazy are you in your mind to celebrate someone that is hurt? Luckily, he has nothing. Then, if you're telling me I don't want to see Rabiot on the pitch, this is an opinion. I respect that. I respect you have your reason. Rabiot is not a good player. He's doing quite okay now the last 3-4 games, but he's doing okay. He's not doing wow. Okay, do I prefer to have another player? Yes, I prefer to have another player. Do we have another player? No, we don't have another player at the moment. So Rabiot, people celebrating, I think it's really disgusting. Our own fans happy for them, and then you want that Rabiot one day say I love you guys. If we are not able to love, why are we expecting love back? I don't understand that. Juventus must play without pressure because they don't play well under pressure. But that's the difference between Serie A and Champions League and Coppa Italia. That's the big difference. Look at the other games that are not Serie A. Look at Juventus is performing way better. 100% better because you don't have the pressure of Serie A. Serie A, you miss something, you lose. Look at Torino. Probably we would have played that game two months ago, we would have lost because we didn't know how to react. From the moment that we conceded one goal, it was over. Players with their head on the ground, they gave up, they were not ready, and so on and so on. So that point, if you look at all the other reasons, I take it. I take it. That Vlahovic will score, but I'm a bit worried, to be honest. They are on fire and have a great team with depth on the bench. They are good. They are good. It's totally correct. So we'll do a poll. Words from Allegri about Vlahovic. He's right. We need to protect him, or no, he is exaggerating. He is exaggerating. Okay, so you have the both options that are there. Stavros, you agree with me, eh? Ciao Beppe from Bermuda. Grande Kite. Grande! Trinidad and Tobago. Today you want to tell me from where you are. I love that. What about Vlahovic without Dybala? And that's the question. And so we go to the lineups. The lineups, what are they saying? Mo just reported the last lineups. We go to the lineup. He posted a lot of things today, guys. Did you see the video of Colo, guys? Video of Colo, amazing about the Ligt. I love that one better than videos with goals. I really love that one. Really, really great. Del Piero was visiting Villarreal. The training camp there. I showed you the rankings because Napoli did 1-1. Just to go really fast on it. What do we have in the rankings? We have Milan with 56, 54 for Inter, 54 for Napoli that was not able to win versus Cagliari. They scored in the last minute with Osimhen, and then you have Juventus, Atalanta, Lazio, Fiorentina. Of course, Inter has a game in hand and Atalanta as well. It's a tight Serie A, guys, a really tight Serie A. So what about the lineups? Probably, it has been given by Giovanni Albanese. Szczesny into the goal, De Sciglio, Danilo, De Ligt, and Alexandro. And then you have here Cuadrado, Zaccaria, Arthur, McKennie with Vlahovic and Morata. So that's a kind of 4-4-2 with McKennie on the left, apparently, Cuadrado on the right, Zaccaria and Arthur in the middle. That's a strange formation for me. I tell you the truth, that's a strange formation. I don't believe that will be the formation tomorrow. I don't believe it. Why? Because we know that when McKennie is playing on the left, he's a bit less good. Then we have to also evaluate the conditions of Rabiot, of course. But it looks a really strange lineup for me. I don't know if that's a great lineup. I don't know if, of course, 4-4-2 that can become easily a 4-3-3 with Cuadrado up can be really easily done. Zaccaria, Arthur, McKennie, for me, it's not the best midfield. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Boo. Boo. So I'm waiting for the votes. People said 83% are saying, and I think that's really significant, are saying we need to protect Vlahovic, so I will stop that. I don't know about that lineup, to be honest. I'm not convinced. I don't know. Cuadrado must play for a 4-3-3, Locatelli, Zaccaria, and McKennie. Well, Zaccaria is the next topic I wanted to speak with you. No left wing and right wing. It's strange. It's a strange lineup, guys. Strange lineup. Strange lineup. What are you saying, guy? De Ligt is our future captain. Our future. If he stays, yes. Future, we will speak about Traore as well. So, for me, tomorrow, what I believe, but it depends on Rabiot. Of course, it depends on Rabiot. We'll play a 4-3-3. That should be the best one. 4-3-3. 4-3-3 with De Sciglio on the right. By the way, Bonucci is back, but he will start on the bench. Allegri said it. I know that it has been bad translated somewhere on the internet where they were saying Bonucci is fine. No. He's fine. With the team, he's there. He will be on the bench. But the words of Allegri were he will play on Saturday versus Empoli. But it's good to have him on the bench because if we need to have him on the pitch at a certain moment, he can enter. Then maybe tomorrow, Bonucci feels super well and he can play. We don't know. But the words of Allegri were he's ready for Saturday. He will be ready for Saturday, not yet for the 90 minutes in Spain. Let's see tomorrow, because Allegri can do the magic and we know that. But it depends on Bonucci then. It depends on Rabiot, of course, as well. Because if Rabiot is there and no Bonucci, I believe we play with Szczesny in the goal. On the right, De Sciglio. In the middle, we have De Ligt and Danilo. On the left side, we have Alexandro. You like him or not, this is what we have, guys. So Pellegrini, first time in Champions League, I don't believe he will start, especially after the knock that he received versus Torino, so Alexandro will be there on the left. De Sciglio would have been great on the left, but there is nobody on the right, okay? If Bonucci is there, probably De Sciglio plays on the left with Danilo on the right, but I don't believe that Bonucci starts. Middle, three-man midfield, Rabiot on the left, Zaccaria on the right, and, no, what am I saying? Sorry guys. We have Arthur in the middle, Rabiot on the left, and McKennie on the right. With on top, we have Cuadrado with Vlahovic and Morata. Morata and Vlahovic, these are the two names that start tomorrow 100% together with Szczesny. Has been communicated by Allegri, guys. Huh? That's what I think will happen, so then it depends. It depends on a lot of things. Ciao Cecilia. Rabiot injured? No, he's not injured. He traveled with the team. He's doing fine. He's okay. Then I don't know if he will start tomorrow or not. That I don't know how. But it was not really serious. Maybe he hurt himself a bit. That is possible because I saw him really on the ground, and medical staff had to enter the pinch to heal and help him. But I don't know. Aldo, in the last 10 games, Villarreal have most points, best goal difference, and this season they are the best at home. So it's not a big name, but a great team. I agree, guys. Then on paper, Juve has the history and so on. They should win tomorrow, but you never know. First of all, because Champions League, it's crazy. Champions League is crazy. I believe when I hear Allegri, when I hear Morata today said again, who knows, maybe in a season where Juventus is not doing that great in Serie A, maybe the magic can happen in Champions League or in a big trophy. That's what he said, Morata. They believe in it. I think, guys, but that's my personal opinion, guys, because I was not in the locker room with them, of course. I really believe that Allegri said, secure top 4 in Serie A, secure top 4, but we go for the Champions League this season. We have nothing to lose. The last years, it didn't go well. Ajax, Lyon, Porto, Ajax with Allegri and Ronaldo, Lyon with Sarri and Ronaldo, Porto with Pirlo and Ronaldo. Why am I saying Ronaldo? Because he was the one that some supporters were thinking that he would bring us the Champions League. We don't have the Ronaldo that is obliged to bring us the Champions League now. Maybe we can go there as underdogs, and maybe Allegri said, you know what, Serie A didn't go as we wanted to go, because it's not a fact that we will have to win every game, but our objective is to try to win every game. Let's try to go for Champions League. It can be, guys, huh? It can be that we will try to do something beautiful. So that's why I'm convinced that the players are ready to do a beautiful start tomorrow. Then don't forget, we have that small player from 18 years old. That is Matias Soulé. Guys. Pay attention to Matias Soulé. Can he enter or not? Can he change the game? Yes or no? You know, that crazy joker at a certain moment. Because why am I thinking that Matias Soulé could potentially play a big part of the game? 20 minutes, maybe a bit more, 25. Why am I thinking that? Depends on the score, of course. Huh? Because they worked since the arrival of Vlahovic with 3 men. 3 men with the qualities of Morata, of Vlahovic, and the qualities of Dybala. Dybala, who is the player that is approaching the most Dybala? It's Matias Soulé. He doesn't have the experience, of course, but he's the one that is approaching the most in terms of qualities, in terms of how he plays. So maybe Allegri is thinking, you know what, they trained so much, they played 4 games together. I don't want to change the way we play, because if you play with Cuadrado, it's a total different way of playing than with the Dybala. It's totally different. So it's other mechanism and so on and so on. Who knows? Who knows? Is tomorrow the craziness of Allegri brings you Soulé? Who knows? Maybe from the start. He wakes up tomorrow, Soulé from the start. Would be crazy. Would be crazy. Ciao, Alex. Who knows? We may win the Champions League. No one thought Italy would win the Euros. The difference with Italy Euro and Juventus Champions League is that Euro is a closed tournament where you start believing game after game after game, and that enthusiasm, as long as you win, it stays there. And you start having, this kind of you start to fly. You start to fly because you believe in it yourself, and the group start to be really cohesive. You live 24/7 together, and you are unbreakable. You are unbreakable. I don't know if you saw on Netflix the documentary about Sogno Azzurro and the Italian Dream. I don't know if you saw that, but the difference with Champions League is you play Champions League, then you go back in Serie A with the reality. You can win a game, lose a game. You have the criticism. You're on the front pages. You go home. You see your family. So it's not the same cohesive team. In a tournament like Euro, you are there like un ritiro. Like, you remember the punishment ritiro in the middle of the season that did well for a few games for Juve. That's the difference. Don't dream too much, Anthony, because if you dreaming is good, but don't be angry then if we don't win the Champions League. We'll try, but they are strong. But this season it's true that in a few games Allegri did some bad substitutes. In the beginning of the season, guys, you have to understand that he came with an idea of some players that were not correct. He was thinking about a Ramsey as a regista. He tried, and then Ramsey gave up. He was thinking about a Rabiot that could go up and score some goals because he had the qualities, but Rabiot is not even believing it himself. And that's why with France he's also playing that defensive role. He's the only one that is not going up, for example, with Mbappe, Pogba, and all these players offensively, and Benzema and so on. He's playing, more defensively. Allegri had another idea. It didn't happen. So in the beginning you are doing these kind of mistakes. Kulusevski, he entered him. Kulusevski never find a spot on the field. When he was starting with Dybala, it was a disaster. When he was entering the game, he didn't have the green tattoo change. So of course, when you are trying, you make mistakes. Of course, you make mistakes. So the last game he did a disaster, a real disaster last game. And this one we have to agree with JJ10. Then globally, I don't 100% agree that every change is a disaster. I don't 100% agree, but I respect, of course. Mohammed is saying, Ciao Beppe, hope your father recovers soon. What is your assessment about the Youth Academy? What can they do better? I can answer that because some people ask me also, why don't I speak too much about the young team and so on, because I'm watching also the young team. My father is suffering. He's really suffering. His body hurts a lot. He's suffering. Unfortunately, today we received the bad news that he will have to go to the hospital on Wednesday. We knew that he had to have a surgery, but we were thinking first that it was just for one arm. Unfortunately, we'll have the surgery to the two arms, unfortunately. But, I'm saying thank you, because we avoided the worst. So he's suffering. He's home. He will go for surgery. Hopefully that will help him a bit. But thank you for asking, Mohammed. And what about our young academy? I think that we are doing really great steps in a country that is not really thinking about young players. We know it. It's true that Italy is not known to give the chance to young players. Some teams have really great academies like Atalanta since ever, but it was one of the only teams in Italy that were working a lot with young academy. Juventus was not doing that. There was a big gap at Juventus between the, between the under 19 actually, that is called now under 19, but it was the young team because they were playing in Primavera. It was an amateurial tournament for young players, and then the first team. There wasn't a big gap. Where Juventus, they knew that at a certain moment, if you had some good talents, the category was really low. So what did they do? They actually used them for profit, or they loaned them out, hoping that someday we could have a really great one, but they were not really investing in them. Now we start to see a difference. First of all, I remember Juventus started with the under 23 project 4 years ago. We also hired some trainers that are really specialized in futsal, you know, when they are playing indoor football. Why? Because these kind of people, they understand a lot about technique, and they are starting to give also lessons 1 time a week from the players from under 7. Why? Because we are believing in our youth academy, but we need time, and we see the results. If you want an assessment, we start to have great players, but not just one, you know. We start having a bunch of great players. I speak about Stramaccioni, that today was about to kill Rabiot as a defender. We have Miretti, we have Soulé, we have Chiboso that will come up really soon, Marleake. We have a lot of young players that are really great. I can't wait to see them, but step by step. Otherwise, we will kill them again. That's what I believe. Thank you for the donation, Octavio. Octavio, gracias para la donación. ¿Qué tal, Beppe? We are waiting you for Pueblo Juve. Gracias para la invitación. Y vamos a ver cuando es posible, pero me promete una cosita, es que el día que vamos a hacer la live, puedo hablar 100% en español. Si lo hacemos en español, acepto el invito. Si no, no lo hago. Es tu decisión, Octavio. Pero contáctame y vamos a ver cuándo podemos hacerlo. No es un problema. No el día del partido porque es imposible, pero otros días. So thank you for the donation. Thank you for the invitation to Pueblo. For people that speak Spanish, follow Pueblo Juve on social media. They are really nice. Imagine Soulé starting tomorrow. Can be. Tomorrow it will be really hard. I agree with Cecilia Aiki saying Allegri loves to perform while under pressure. Yeah, but now the pressure comes a lot because we can't miss. We can't miss because it's tough. We still have 12 games to play. Atalanta 13, but it's a tough calendar. Let's see how Atalanta will come out of these big games that they have to play. Let's see. Prediction from Poop is 1-0 with a header of the league. 2 games in a row with headers? Why not? Candice Balls, Beppe, can you wish me a happy birthday? No, I can't, because I will not be the only one to say a happy birthday to Candice. First of all, thank you for the donation. And can we please say a happy birthday to Candice? All the people in the chat, I want to see a maximum of happy birthday to Candice. Happy birthday to you. I wish you all the best. Whatever you wish the most in life, I hope it will be real. But happy birthday. Happy birthday, Candice. Happy birthday. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you for being on the channel. Today is the birthday of Fabrizio Romano, and tomorrow is the birthday, on the 22nd of February, is the birthday of my big friend Marco Messina from IFTV. Tomorrow, it start to be old, our friends, start to be old, so tomorrow is the birthday of him. But what's important is Candice's birthday, and a lot of people are saying happy birthday, Candice, happy birthday, we love that. Grande, thank you guys, thank you. You see, beautiful message. That's a nice community. Nice. That's nice. I love that. So we spoke about the lineups. We spoke about Vlahovic. We spoke about Mourinho. We spoke about the affair that just came because that was a breaking news. We have to still speak about Locatelli, guys. That's important. But Katana first. Ciao, Beppe. My thoughts are with your father. Thank you. Mine got a positive test today. Hopefully he recovers really soon, my friend. But he's feeling well, all things considered. Triple shot. It's hard to see our parents hurt. Bless. It's true. It's 100% correct. Because you can't do nothing. You know, it happens. I am a father. My son is 13. He had a surgery like 2 weeks ago. You can't do nothing. You're a father, you can't do nothing. But it's the same in reverse when you are the kid and your parents are there. You can't do nothing. It's hard. Life is really hard sometimes. Yeah, it's really hard. Cuenta en eso, 100% en español. Por eso, me gusta. Gracias por la invitación. Escríbame, Octavio, que vamos a hacerlo. Thank you, Octavio. So, did we have a poll live? No, we didn't have a poll live. So we have to speak about Locatelli, guys. Locatelli. Mamma mia, what an amazing community. What an amazing community. Look at all the messages. Guys, we made from Candice the best birthday ever. Look how many people that said happy birthday to Candice. This is perfect. This is perfect. That's beautiful. You know, I love when we love. That's beautiful. So what about Locatelli, guys? Está molto cansato. It's a mix between Italian and Spanish. He's really tired. That's what I wrote today. Then doesn't mean that I'm right or wrong. Look, today what happened is I was looking, not today actually. I was looking since some days at Locatelli, and Locatelli is a bit tired, according to me. Tired doesn't mean that he can't play. Tired is that sometimes when you are playing at high intensity in a high level club, your ideas are not anymore clear. And I thought, why is that? Why is that a player like Locatelli, that is 24 years old, is super young, he's tired? Why? He's tired because he's not used to it for different reasons. The first one is that he played Euro, so holidays over. And after the Euro, the guy was mentally praying every single day that Juventus will sign him and announce him. So mentally, the guy was totally a disaster. He was hoping, praying. He was thinking only about Juve. Guys, I have the same. At Christmas, when my wife, she buys a gift for me, I start to be really crazy because I want to open it. And she said, no, you can't. And I'm going crazy. I'm tired because I'm not sleeping. So imagine winning the Euro, big emotion, because he said it also, huh? I was not even supposed to play with Italy, because if it was really without the pandemic, in 2020, I would not even have been called up. So big emotion for him to win that trophy, and then he's waiting for Juve. He comes at Juve, he's the only valid midfielder that we have. Why? Arthur is injured for 3 months, he will have his surgery. Then you have McKennie, that was absolutely out of the plans of Allegri because he was playing bad. He didn't understand the tactics of Allegri. Bentancur is Bentancur, 1 game okay, 3 games in a disaster. Rabiot, the same story as Bentancur. So there were a lot of problems there. He was carrying the midfield on his own. I looked at the minutes, and the minutes are saying that now De Ligt passed over Locatelli for like 40 minutes. He's the second player that played the most at Juve, and in what mental condition. So according to me, guys, he's a bit tired, and that's why we didn't see him at the moment in that box-to-box position. A box-to-box position that will require not only from Locatelli to run more than in the middle of the field, but also to think a lot. Think about how and when to go and support the strikers, but also when to support Arthur. Because if you play with Arthur, you need to protect him on the left and on the right. You need to give him the solutions, because we know that Arthur is a player that is playing horizontally. He's not playing vertically, he's playing horizontally. So that you need 2 men that are able to take the ball and to do something with it. Because how many times Arthur, when he's playing, he's looking at his left, he sees Rabiot, he's looking at his right, he sees Bentancur. What does he decide? I give the ball in the back. That's also why Arthur is playing on the back. So he needs 2 men that knows what to do with the ball. Look at Zakaria. We didn't see a lot of Zakaria, but when he has the ball, guys, look at the vision he has. These long passes with a lot of power is the same for Locatelli. And that's why I believe that Locatelli, he's a bit out of energy at the moment. That's okay. That happens. That's okay. Of course, I want to see Locatelli every day of the week. I want also to see Locatelli every day of the week. You know, I have his shirt, I believe in him, and he's doing great. But it's normal that some players, they have a dip. Playing in a team like Juventus, and again, I want to add on top of that, Juventus is suffering a lot of pressure because we are doing bad. We are doing bad. Objectively, we are not first. We are not second. We are 5th potentially. And we were a lot of time 8th, 7th, How many pressure does the kid had? A lot. A lot. How many times did he have to play as a center defender? A lot. So I understand. I can understand. It's also a fact that Locatelli plays a very demanding position. A lot of time he has the most touches per game. And with a lot of history at Juve, he continues to carry that mid from the back. It's true. But also a team like Juventus, it's different. And the pressure that you have, it's also, don't forget, emotionally, he comes to the team that he loved the most on earth. He wants to do really well. Look at that. Here we have a question to Candice. Who is your favorite player, Candice? So if you are there in the chat, let us know who is. So because I'm hopeful we will lose. No, Michael. So let me read. Love the shirt, Giuseppe. Prediction for tomorrow. It's a VVV in very, very, very important game tomorrow. I'm hopeful. 2-1 Juve. No. Tomorrow you see a beautiful performance of Juve. Tomorrow we see a beautiful performance of Juve. Yesterday, I was hesitant. A short loss. That's what I was believing yesterday. Or a big win. Today I decided. We go for the big win. Tomorrow we go for the big win. Ciao, my friend Abai. Arthur has been better as a 6 than Locatelli recently. Yes, Locatelli needs to rest if Regista is the only option for Locatelli. For Max right now, I would actually rather see Arthur there for some time. I think that Locatelli needs 1 or 2 games to rest a bit. And now we have the changes with the Rabiot that is doing okay. He's doing, again, he's doing okay. Okay, it doesn't mean he's a phenomenal. Do I want to sell him in the summer? Yes, I want to sell him in the summer. But that doesn't mean that we can't be objective. He's doing okay. He's doing quite okay. And then we have Zakaria or McKennie that can play on the right. So we have some changes now. And Arthur is finally coming up. So that's why I said, if we have to rest a player, okay. But then, we are not with Allegri. We are not there. We don't see the players. We don't hear them. We don't know mentally and physically how they are. And we are immediately Allegri out. Or what a shit formation is that and this and that. Then tomorrow he plays. He do a disaster game. Locatelli, we have to sell him. I was expecting more for Locatelli. Hey, guys. Remember, we said it in the beginning, we have to protect our players. Ciao Del Baggio with Ciao Juventini of the world. Guys, today was the first time on video that I didn't say Ciao Juventini of the world. Actually, I said it, but I don't know why. That part was not recorded. The Ciao Juventini of the world was not recorded. Strange. Really strange. Nobody told me. Nobody noticed, by the way. Stefan Firtea. After Champions League, UEFA leave, Inter lost, Atalanta lost, Lazio drew, Napoli drew, Juventus plays away at Empoli in the weekend. It's also true, it's a beautiful one because a lot of teams, they are not used to play 2 games a week. And they don't know how to manage the energies and so on. And that's why I told you after the game of Liverpool when Inter lost, I said immediately, I am not sure that Inter will do well. I am not sure that Inter will do well this weekend because losing 2-0 versus Liverpool after you gave your life for 70 minutes, they didn't shot on target for 90 minutes, but they gave their life on the field. We have to be honest with that. I didn't know if they would do well versus Sassuolo. And I told you, I anticipated it. They lost. Napoli played on Thursday. They played today, so they had the same days of rest. They didn't win. They were about to lose until the end of the game. The only surprise there is Milan. Milan is out of all competition, and that's why I always said I believe that Milan can win the Scudetto this year. I think that they can win the Scudetto because Inter is still in Coppa Italia, Milan is not. They are. Because it will be Milan versus Inter, the derby. But Inter is in Coppa Italia, in Champions League still, and in Serie A, and Inter has been first for a long time, so they have that pressure since long. So let's see. Pay attention. I spoke about it. He suffers, but all things considered is okay. Dybala, no renewal. We spoke a lot about Dybala yesterday. What can I show you about Dybala? It's this, guys. Wait, I will show you on Tuttosport what happened on Tuttosport. Here you see Dybala, mai una gioia, never a joy. And then you go here. Let's go with the, no, not with that. We have to go with this one here. They were speaking actually about Dybala, the games that he missed, the really important knockout games that he missed since 2017. Juventus Tottenham 2-2, he was not there. Then he played versus Tottenham and he played 90 minutes and he scored. That's also the last goal he scored in knockout stages, Paulo Dybala. Juventus Real Madrid 0-3 at the 66th. He received a red card. He was not there for Real Madrid Juve because of that suspension. Then the year after, he played 80 minutes versus Atletico Madrid when we lost, and he played only 23 minutes versus Atletico Madrid when we won. You remember that big game with 3 goals of Cristiano Ronaldo? When we played versus Ajax, 15 minutes and 45 minutes. Not a lot at all. Versus Lyon, 90 minutes we lost, and then 40 minutes when he injured himself again. Porto Juve 2-1, he was injured. Juve Porto, he was injured. Villarreal Juve, he will be injured tomorrow. He played 363 minutes on 1,200 and just 1 goal. Then they spoke about the pros and the contras of Paulo Dybala, to extend him, yes or no, and I spoke about it in the video this morning, but going fast if you didn't see the video. What are the pros to renew him? He is an undiscussable talent. We can't discuss the talent of Dybala. Today, some people were saying I was a Dybala hater, but I consider myself an objective person that is doing the same as what Tuttosport did today, doing the plus, doing the minus, and speaking really well about him. I don't know if you remember the big video I made about him in the summer, about saying it will be the season of Dybala. He will be the most important player for Juve. I made a video of, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 minutes about only positive things about Dybala. We have to admit that it's the 4th time that he's injured again this season, muscular injuries. He didn't find a renewal, he protested versus Udinese, and so on and so on. So, you know, it's not because I believe or I don't believe. But what are the pros? We can't discuss the talents, it's one thing. He is a symbol for Juve supporters and also for marketing reasons, because he's still an important name. He has a big love for an attachment to the club, and this is we spoke about it yesterday before the paper came out. And he can be a big partner for Vlahovic, all the pros. What are the contrasts? A lot of doubts about his physical tenure. He missed some continuity in his performances. His salary requests are quite high, with 10 million net, and then the behavior that was absolutely not liked by Juventus after the goal of Udinese, being a captain, that was absolutely not appreciated. Which player you the most to sign for Juve this summer? It depends, guys. It's all a link. Where will be the final position of Locatelli, box to box or regista? But I would love to have, you know, a good left back. A good left back I would love to have, and then a center back, because if you see Chiellini is not able, we can't count on Chiellini. We start not being able to count on Bonucci. He's 34. A replacement also for Vlahovic. That's why I'm saying we are not ready for Scudetto. Guys, we are missing some crucial positions. Left back, a new center back, another midfielder, and a replacement for Vlahovic. We are missing a lot, guys. We are missing a lot. Dybala needs to work on his legs. Yeah, I don't know. Traore, yeah, of course, we can speak about Traore. Some people said Traore. Fullback. Michael Filet is also saying fullbacks. It's correct. I agree. So what about Traore? It's quite easy, guys. It's an old story. It's not new. So what happened is that Sassuolo, when they bought Traore, so the guy that scored versus Juve in Coppa Italia, great player, doing really well. I like Traore. When they bought him, they loaned him out for 3 million with an obligation to buy to 16. Okay, what did Juventus do? They helped Sassuolo, and they even gave 1 million to Sassuolo. Just one like this, 1 million to Sassuolo. Why? Because they said the day that you sell him, We want to have the priority and we want to have the fixed amount. So 16 million. 16 million. Not bad, huh? If you have a player like Traore for 16 million, guys, I would not say no. I would not say no. Absolutely not. If you don't know Traore that much, we can go on Transfer Market and on SofaScore later to see Traore from Sassuolo. Traore. It's not Adama, it's not Bertrand, it's Hamet Junior Traore, guys. That's the player we are talking about. You see, 177. It's a bit different. Huh? Wait. Let me take away the sound. It's always like that on Transfer Market. So what do we see? It's 22, super young. Ivory Coast is a player that is able to play here. You see, in that position. On the left side of the field where it would not be bad. Huh? Would not be bad. That attacking midfield, he can play as a number 10, even if he doesn't have all the qualities of a number 10, but playing that position centrally there, a bit more up, but also there on the left side of the field, central midfield and left winger. He doesn't have a really high value, but look at how he's growing. He was at Empoli first, then Sassuolo took him, we helped, so it can be a really nice addition. I believe that a player like Adama Traore can be really great. I would love to see Traore, also because you look at his foot, favorite foot, both left and right. A player that is able to play left and right with a contract until 24, if we can have him for 60 million, that's a steal. That's a steal. And that shows that Juventus, they were really smart. Did he play a lot this season? No, not that much. 46% in the starting 11, 44% of the minutes, 40% of goal participation. He scored only 2 times and did 4 assists. Growing players, guys. Young talent. I like him. I really like Traore. I really like. And Nkunku is really great player, but I don't believe that this is feasible. He put the most mass in the last 2 years, especially to try to avoid leg injuries, correct? Ciao Beppe, I have to go, but I hope you have a great rest of the show. Thank you, Mike, Rick Ausi, Ricardo, he woke up. Beppe, I'm so nervous about the game. Actually, for you, it's today. We will go to sleep. For Ricardo that just woke up, it's already today. So he's really already in clima partita. I understand. Wait, Beppe, we have that buy option for him. Yes, there is an option. We already paid 1 million euro, sorry, so that the amount will not change for Juventus. Then, of course, the player has to say yes. We have to find an agreement with the agent. We have to find also an agreement with Sassuolo, because if Sassuolo says, no, we don't sell him, there is nothing that will happen. But pay attention. But yes, there is a buy option. Yes. Yeah, by the way, it's written in our Telegram group, huh? I think that today also Mo has written it. Wait, let me go. It's not that far, I believe. Wait. It's before Del Piero. Wait, before Del Piero. Here. Traore was bought by Sassuolo from Empoli for 3 million loan and 16 million for redemption. Juventus paid 1 million to Sassuolo. Why can't you see it? Here. Juventus paid 1 million to Sassuolo for the future right of preemptions and will be able to buy him at the same amount as the ransom of 16 million euro. I told you. Traore, pay attention. 177, equal high as Dybala. He's playing on the left. Pay attention to that player. I like him. And Juventus is interested in that young player. So, yeah, can be. I rather bring Raspadori. Raspadori is also on the agenda, and I don't know which player they will bring, but is also a player that Juventus likes a lot. I have a bold prediction Soulé will play, but we were speaking about it before. There is a new message. No, I thought there was a new message. There is no new message in the group. Sometimes I hear some sounds, I believe, and then it's not. I'm trying to see if we have a new message. No. Okay, guys. Scamacca should still be a target. Yes, but the difference is Scamacca will try to find a team where he has some playing time. James Traore wasn't playing much because Boga was there. Since Boga went to Atalanta, Traore is playing more, absolutely. And that's also why Sassuolo, they actually sold Boga. They saw the potential in the guy. He's 22, and it was quite intelligent. So that's why I don't believe that Juventus will be able to buy him this summer. Maybe we're speaking in the future, maybe. Especially if it's for 60 million. Why should Sassuolo, that just sold Boga, also sell Traore? I don't know. But Juventus did a really great move there. A really great move. Traore over Raspadori for me. He is more tactically flexible. Raspadori could be the new Dybala, mostly limited to second striker role or false 9. Yes. With the difference that you have a young player that will arrive in the first time in a big team, with that enthusiasm, lower wages, so you have some advantages, and then you miss a Dybala. Yeah, no. At the moment, I don't know what I would do. I still don't know. Fagioli is doing well, like many other players. Absolutely, yes. Buonanotte, Katana. Buonanotte. Tomorrow, big game tomorrow. Ciao Beppe from Anthony and my fiancée Vanessa. Look at that. Vanessa is watching as well. Ciao Vanessa. Ciao Vanessa. Ciao Anthony. Trimboli. From where are you watching, Anthony and Vanessa? I'm curious. Guys, and then we will go with some predictions and starting to go towards the end. Let me check if there are some news on Twitter, the last news on Twitter, because on Twitter around that time we have a lot of things. What are people discussing about? I don't know what they are discussing about. So let me go on Scoo. What did Scoo said? Let me hide the Telegram group. I don't know. There are not a lot of things. Nothing is happening. Everything is sleeping at the moment. Everything is sleeping. There are not a lot. People are playing. Tell me who I am, why you know me. Del Piero with Villarreal. No, there are not a lot of things. What was on Tuttosport? We spoke about Dybala. Then there were a lot of news on Tuttosport today. Moisken, flop, will probably go to Paris Saint-Germain next season. So this was a lineup, by the way. Before Rabiot, we still don't know 100% Rabiot. You see, Szczesny here, Alexander De Chilo, De Ligt, Danilo, Locatelli, but now they're speaking about Arthur potentially, McKennie or Zakaria, Rabiot, then Morata, Vlahovic, and Cuadrado. A real 4-3-3 that will be totally different as what we saw with Dybala. Totally different. Stefan, if we keep the 4-3-3 like most teams, we don't really miss then Dybala. And that's why I was just speaking. A 4-3-3, it will be totally different because now we were playing a kind of 4-3-2-1. Yeah, I agree. Do you think that we will see Loca, Arthur, Zakaria in the midfield? Yeah, in the coming week, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. Or Zakaria or McKennie or one of them. But yeah, the partnership Locatelli Arthur, I'm convinced we will see, but not now. First, Locatelli needs to sleep a bit and take some energy for the rest of the season. Any youngsters of Juve that can step up to play Regista and unlock Locatelli? Now, not. But from next season, we have Rovella, we have Fagioli, we have Miretti. Even if Miretti is more a box-to-box, but he can play different positions. We have some players there that can step up there. Yeah, but I think that Arthur should have that position. I think that it's Arthur. It's written for Arthur. News Beppe. De Ligt new contract for 2026. I didn't read it, so I can't lie, but I would not be surprised. Beppe. Is it still true that Torino has more fans than Juve in Torino? No, I believe that with Juventus winning 9 years in a row, a lot of young generations also are Juve supporters. So, but I don't have the statistics. So, what about the predictions for tomorrow? Prediction for tomorrow, and then we can go with a goodbye and keeping our energy for the big game of tomorrow. What are the predictions? Your predictions, guys. of the game of tomorrow. And pay attention, we are playing in Spain, Villarreal. So if you do a score, don't put 2-1 because then it's Villarreal. So if you do 2-1, that's because you believe that we will lose. So Enzo is going with 2-0. I know. Then 2-0 is, what do you think? It's Villarreal or not? Let me know. So 1-1, 1-1. Raman, okay, it's fine. We saw it. 1-1 for De Baruta, a boring 0-0, 3-0, loss, Zenit. Is it a loss or not, guys? Francesco is saying 2-1 Juve, I understand that. Stefan, 2-1 for Villarreal, but I hope it's 0-0. Thomas, honestly, I'm seeing a 0-0. Poop, 0-1, Juve wins 2-0 for Enzo. 0-3 for Simon, the Rijmaker. Shervin, my brain says 2-0 Villarreal, but my heart says 1-1. Mamma mia, you are so negative. Mamma mia. 0-3, goal, 2 goals of Vlahovic and Matias Soulé. Enrico Bum. That's the heart. The heart is speaking. Very dangerous game. I agree with Ike as well. 1-0 Juve, Vlahovic will score 0-2. And there is a lot of negativity. But it's normal. We saw the games of Torino. They had a possession. They were dangerous. We come from a really bad game. We come from a really bad game. Really bad game. So, you know what? Can change tomorrow. My idea can change tomorrow. I go with a 0-3. A win from Juve. 3-0. We win with 3 goals. I don't know who yet, but 0-3. Juventus will win. That's what I wanted to say, guys. Because some people, they love the song, so... Ale, 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 oh. Ale, 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 oh. Hey, put a maximum of likes. We're 236. We didn't even reach 150. Disaster. Today, disaster. 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 You know what? Give me a page, guys. The book of the quotes, only the brave, and that will describe. I want a member of the channel to give me a page. Members only, for pages. I will take a page from the members, and that will describe the game in Villarreal. And one that I didn't see a lot. Jules 99. He's going with the number 27. Page 27. Page 27. Page 27. Okay. There are 2 quotes on page 27 that Jules 99 shows. There are 2 pages. So there are two quotes, okay? One up, one down. And the guys in the chat, we will put 1 minute. You will choose. You will vote. So which one from page 27? From page 27. Which quote? The up quote or the down or quote below? We go. I will put it for 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Guys, vote. And then we will go because there are 2 beautiful quotes. 2 beautiful quotes. You decide how it will... how the game Villarreal Juventus will be for Juve. Guys, you will decide. 2 beautiful quotes. I'm waiting. It's now the moment to quote, to vote. I have 4 votes. I want a bit more votes. Because 4 votes is too easy. I need a bit more votes, guys. Put a maximum of votes. Page 27, Jules 99. He has chosen it. Let's see. Up or down. We have 39 votes, 47 votes. We go to until 100 votes at least to decide if we go up the top or the low or the quote below. Quote on top or quote below. They are really beautiful. Book from Maurizio around Turin. 65 votes. And we need a bit more. We need a bit more votes. We need a bit more votes. I'm waiting. We need both for balance, like Allegri. Hey. But we have to choose. We have to choose. Today we have to choose. Sandro will score versus Villarreal, and Vlahovic will score for Juve. Mamma mia. 1-1 for Ricardo. We are at 74 votes. 78 votes. Let me put a bit of music. Where? I need a music. $79 votes. $80 votes. $81 votes. 81 votes, it's not bad. We start having an idea, guys. I will wait a bit more. 87 votes. We are waiting a bit more. It's important. That will describe Villarreal Juve. 88 votes. It will describe Villarreal Juve tomorrow. Are you ready? If we hit 90 votes, we go. We have 89. 93 votes. We are closing the poll. Poll will be closed now. With 73%, we reached 95 votes. So it's a really beautiful one. With how much? Let me check. I lost the results here. Wait. With 72% of the votes, quote on top. The quote on top that will describe Villarreal Juve tomorrow. Read that. Pay attention. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. I show them. Page 27. It's here, page 27, and it's the one on top. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Guys, that's what tomorrow will be important. How will Juventus believe in themselves? How strong will they believe that we can do something in Champions League? How strong do they will believe that we can go into the field of Villarreal in Spain, really near to Valencia, and win that game versus the Yellow Submarines? How strong do they believe that we can play offensively, keeping the ball and serving Vlahovic for his first goal in Champions League? How strong will Massimiliano Allegri believe in Arthur to give him a starting chance in Champions League, and in Zaccaria with his first game in Champions League with Juventus, maybe in Pellegrini on the left after the knock? How strong will Rabiot believe in him going with the ball in front of the goal and taking a shot from outside of the box? But one thing is sure, and it's written on page 27, and you have chosen that: all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Because if we don't believe, if we will not go from the first whistle of the game from the referee, if we will wait and we will play defensively like we did versus Torino, then the dreams will not go through. We have to believe them and have the courage to pursue them if we want them to go through. This is the one, guys. I don't invent. You did, guys. You did, and you guys, you have chosen for the game of tomorrow. So tomorrow we will win. I have a good feeling for tomorrow. Juve will win 3-1. One quote. This is it. Thank you to Peter Abate, who saying what a beautiful quote. Stefan Firsea, Jules99, you were the one that chosen it. Thomas Macluff, we really need page 105 top quote. What is page 105 top quote? Let me read. Let me find it. 105. Ooh. But there are two, There are two quotes on page 105, Thomas. They are both great. I love them, the top quote. You said the top quote. The top quote of page 105 is: Opportunities don't just happen, you create them. It's correct, it's correct. It's easy to be on the sofa and saying, why is this one having success? Why is he playing at Juve? Why is he doing this? It doesn't happen like that. Opportunities, you have to create them. Thomas, he has the book. He has the book. He has the book. Thomas has the book. So guys, thank you. Buonanotte a JG10. Del Baggio, Francesco, Riccardo, Soulé, Peter again, Bogdan, Mario, who's there, Robin van der Vorst, Sandro de Jong, and everyone in the chat. Ciao, Forza Juve. Ciao guys.